Hey, how's it going? Here's everything that's pretty cool that I found in the past couple of weeks of searching the Blanco River here in San Marcos, Texas. Got everything laid out on the bottom here. Everything else is from previous videos. I got all the effigies, animal type things over there, a couple in the back, all that crazy axes on the right, a bunch of wood tools, knives, weird points that I'm going to talk about, a couple of random knives and all the points kind of in the front, some preforms on the left, and a little bit more art. Gonna start out with this one elephant in the room right here. If you look down at it, it looks kind of like a dragon or something. See the teeth right there? You look down, it looks like there's an eye. Here it comes off there. Pretty cool, huh? Came across this thing and was just like, what the heck is this? Looks like it has all kinds of crazy artwork all over it. But after looking at it for a while, that's kind of what I saw. But how cool is that? Some kind of artwork by a Native American who knows how many years ago. Set that there for now. I did a video on the hunt to find everything here. I will link it in the end, and I might list the playlist of my Arrowhead videos as well. I have maybe like 10 or 15 Arrowhead videos. Been learning about this stuff for a little while now. But anyways, let's cut through it as fast as possible. I won't spend too much time on each individual piece in order not to make this video too long. But I just want to hit on some of the cool pieces. Here's a little knife that I found. It had a little stem that came down. So I decided to haft it onto a stick here, make a little pocket knife. It's funny, two of my cousins and my brother were in a group text talking about their pocket knives, and they were showing their knives, and I just showed them this, and they're all just dying laughing. It's pretty funny. But anyways, here's this is the first knife that I found in that video. And what a good one that is, huh? I give arrowheads to all my friends and family and stuff, and my boss was eyeballing this one saying how he likes it, so I'm gonna go ahead and give that one to him. So this will be the last time you see this one. It's got a nice like tiger eye looking shirt, real pretty, sharp all the way around. Really nice little knife. My favorite thing is the axes, so maybe we'll hit on those first real quick. Won't spend too much time.
Alright, gonna test out the axe. Got it all hafted on, ready to go. We'll start with the little branch and move up. Never mind.
Alrighty, moment of truth. We're gonna see if it works similar to a hand axe. I got it hafted on with some metal wire and then just some electrical tape to hold the wire from slipping. So we'll see how this does here. I got a couple of trees I need to prune up, so I can take off this branch here. I'm gonna start with this little branch, and then I got another tree that I want to take out, so let's see how it does on this at first. It's holding up well. It's one to jump out though. I'm not very good at hafting. I gotta figure that out. Yeah. That's it. I'll have to haft it onto a different stick because it's wanting to jump out, but that's pretty good. That proves it for me. This was definitely an axe. Didn't affect the blade at all. Here's the axe here, the one that I just tried out. Chopping that tree didn't affect the blade at all. Super razor sharp. I'm gonna have to rehaft it and spend more time on it. I kind of just like rushed through that. Here's a giant splitter that I found underground with just a little bit sticking out. Looks like it's got some cool artwork on it. But this is a giant chert wood chopper. Or like log splitter, if you know what I'm saying. Here's another one. See the serration on the front? It caves in like that. I cleaned it a bunch to get this glue like material out of here. And it looks like it had some kind of glue here for where it was hafted or something like that. After soaking for several days in vinegar, it started to finally come loose. But I really want to haft this one on and try it out. This one here is a hand chopper. Fit your hands well right there. Got a little blade on the front. Real pretty type of chert. It's the same material that I found this little gouge knife in. Super strong and super sharp. Serration's so fine that I can cut paper with this one. It's a clear fork gouge, I believe. Here's a cool little black tomahawk, little tiny one. That's still probably the smallest tomahawk I've ever found. But this one looks like it's pretty close, pretty cool. Really nice looking. Speaking of small tomahawks, I think this might be some kind of little axe here. It's got a nice divot in it. This might be some little hand chopper though. These are very similar. It's got a little divot, a little serration on the front there. And then this one I found within like 10 feet of that one. Serration divot. Same type of deal. While we're over here, out of that same dark material chert, I found this little hammer, which is similar to some other hammers I found in the past there. It's a nice brown chert hammer. Here's probably the best one I ever found with the most evidence. Got a little hafting zone right there, a hafting zone right there, pretty obvious one. Nice little hammer. And while we're on hammers, here's another. This is the most recent one I found. Look at all the work in that thing. How cool is that? Alrighty, let's cut through it real quick. Here's just a big axe. Big flat one. I'm gonna try these out. Stay tuned for a video coming out where I'm gonna try these choppers out, and I'm gonna rehaft this one, make it stronger and be able to chop now that I know it really works. Now that I'm convinced that it actually is an axe. Let's go through some of these real quick. Might be a spear, unique one. Unique little knife, little serration there. Just a weird shape on it. Razor sharp little knife. Cool crescent knife. Serration all the way there. This is probably my sharpest little knife in the whole bunch, or of this past couple weeks finds. Little razor blade. Pretty neat. Looks like a little utility knife. Here's a pretty unique one. Might have been some little prior, like shell prior. We do have pecans around there and clams and stuff like that. Here's a similar one with the same dot, but not sure what this was used for. Possibly some type of drill. Speaking of drill, here's the textbook drill that I found. Probably the best, one of the best drills I've ever found. Found that in an area where I find all the woodworking tools, which I'll go over next. Here's a cool little spear tip. You can haft it on that whole big zone there. It's real sharp in the front. Super sharp little scraper. Point that I pulled out of the wall. Or possible it might be a flake. And I wanted to hit on these big ones. I keep finding this shape, these real big points like this. And I believe they are atlatl lancelet types of spear points, because most of them have like a little divot right here and serration on them. You can tell they're all worked up. Pretty neat. Haven't done the research to find out what they are yet. Here's one of my favorite finds of this video. Cool little paleo point there. There's another one similar to it. Razor sharp little thing. Here's another one that I believe is a spear point, but it could be a type of knife that was hafted on that little stem. Not sure. Haven't done the research on that one yet. Here's another example of one of those points that are kind of weird looking. Little hafting area right there, pretty neat. I'm not going to go through them all, but I just wanted to barely hit on that because I find so many of those, and I haven't been showing them lately, but now I'm going to start pulling them out. Here's probably one of the nicest points I found too. Nice little triangular spear tip. And speaking of the nicest one, this is to me the coolest one, because I've found one of these before, a little Roger side hollow or San Patrice variant paleo spear tip. Lancelet spear tip. Look at that. Nice little hafting area there. Nice curve in there. Somewhat sharp. It's old, so maybe dull it down a tiny bit, but I found one of these in the past. And it's one of the coolest points I've ever found. It's pretty neat to find another one. Little hafting area, a little side notch. Razor sharp top there. This one's probably a better example, but it's just pretty neat to find anything similar to it. Here's another one of these big, I find these big football shaped ones. I believe these are spear tips, paleo spear tips. Because I find so many of them, and the spears are a lot bigger than the arrows. This particular site is, I always find paleo arrowheads. There's another football one there. Sharpened up all around. Let's go through these real quick. Here's a cool bone one. Here's a really cool one, that triangular one that shines in the sun. I'll have to show you it out there here in a minute. Here's another bird statue type that, like, the whole rock is super shiny. It's got the beak and high up top. Just like all the bird shapes that I find out there. Sharp little one. This is actually one of the coolest points too, this little guy. Check out that one. It's got a little spiral. It's pretty cool and symmetrical. Bunch more like that with a little divot. Nice little sharpened spear tip. Unique one, I'm not sure. I had this as a necklace. I made another video on how to make a little necklace for these things. I was hanging that one up. Not sure about that one. This one's pretty cool. It's like a side pointed scraper, but it has a little divot for your thumb. Real gripey. Value cut. Nice little grave knife, really cool one. For engraving, cutting. Little multi-tool. Here's another one that's a little more beat up. There's a really cool spear tip or possible little knife. Razor sharp. Nice yellow clear shirt. Looks like a face on it, kind of. Has like what looks like a little horse right here. Nose, eye here. Literally, like most of the points, if you sit there and look at it long enough, you can find little intentional animals and stuff like that on them, which is pretty neat. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and get through the effigies real quick. Here's one that looks like a big bird head type of deal. But if you notice right here, look at that perfect serration. Little point there. This one here, I haven't really looked at it much yet. Just kind of barely glanced at it. Looks like some kind of face. I haven't really looked yet. But look at that girl face right there. Nose, mouth, eye. Might be some stuff on there. Cool little divot ball. Put their paint in there and stuff, whatever. Really intricate art one. Another type of ball deal. Looks like maybe a little, some kind of little engravings in there. Haven't looked at it long enough to determine what it is, but I do have this little magnifying glass deal up there. So I will be looking into this one. I might make a little follow-up video. Or I'll include it in the next video I do once I figure out what it is. Just been working, but I'm off the next couple days. Here goes another bird head that's like perfectly cut. It's big preforms. This one looks like it has some little etching on it. This one is like a little chopper, hand chopper. Another blue one that looks like the bird. Let me show you how many birds I have. Little bird. Little bird painting on that rock. There's an eagle painted on this one. I went over that in another video. But that one looks like a bird statue. Bird. And I got a bunch of these little scrapers that look like a bird too. And that one obviously looks like a bird head. So, and look, check out this effigy right here, standing bird. Pretty cool. There's the biggest one I found. You can tell they definitely were into birds. Birds painted on that one. That's the same place where I found that giant Native American head there. That was my best find of all time. Alrighty. This is a wood tool that looks like a bird. That looks like a blue jay. This one looks like a bird. This one looks like a little hen. Just a little eye and beak. And 1, 2, 3 more there, or 4. That looks like a bird. This looks like a bird, red bird. Got those cardinals all in that area, red birds. They look just like that. They got a little thing there. Another standing bird, pretty cool how it stands like that. Looks like a little sculpture. This one in the back, I believe, was for sharpening arrows and sticks like that. See the little area? Let me set it out of the way here. There's a really cool bird there that stands up. Beak, eye, wing. This is probably my best effigy right here. It looks like a bull type of deal. See the horn, eye, nose, legs. That was just freaking cool, huh? Beautiful piece. Might have some more art on the backside too, but I haven't looked at it yet. Really neat. Here's another preform that looks like an effigy, like a fish or something. And this one looks like maybe like a little ram head or something. Big giant yellow piece of dirt. As I look at it, it looks like something. I don't think it's meant to be. I think it's just a piece of dirt they used for making arrowheads, but if it were like a dog, it has a nose and an eye. I haven't researched if they had dogs yet, but this one actually looks like a skull. I think it actually is a petrified skull that was turned into like a scraper. Oh, I almost forgot this big chopper. Wood splitter. This is my biggest, strongest one I've ever found. This is the one that I really want to try out because I know I won't be able to damage it. Another eagle looking one. Alligator looking rock that also looks like a knife that was hafted on in this area, or spear tip. Bird. All right, let's cut through them. Let's get through them quick. This is one of the coolest axes I've found. Originally, it looks like a tomahawk style. Sharpened up there, really nice. How clean that looks. Even got the crystal of the rocks worked around flat. Crazy preform. Looks like some kind of effigy, but I haven't looked at this one yet. But it's real sharp all around. Bunch of little scrapers and stuff, preforms. This is an awesome knife, super razor sharp. Nice orange and red colors in it, and a little crystal in the back. Fat handle grip. Points on both sides. Possibly a little splitter, arrow, sharpener type of deal. Chisel type deal right there. Real quick, I want to hit on these big fat points. I keep finding these. And I was talking to my buddy about them. I was like, what the heck are these? They're way too big to be an arrowhead. He's like, you know, they might have been hafted on right here and used to kind of drill little holes in the ground to plant seeds. I was like, man, that's a good idea. Not sure, but I keep finding them. Look at this thing. Got a bunch of them. Keep finding them. Big drill, possibly a broken drill, but pretty cool. Nice little wing looking knife. Haven't researched to find out what the heck this really is, but it's definitely not just a flake, because look at this. Another one exactly like it. Found those within like probably about 50 feet of each other. Nice little scraper that has like a spoon bill. Super sharp. Little scooper. This is the one I pulled out of the ground there. Real pretty colors on it. Looks like a little hand saw. See what I'm saying? I did find one like that in the past. This is my best example of one right here. Same type of deal, I believe. Nice little wood tool here. This one's cool because it's got a little divot right there, sharpened up on the front. It's got a little crystal right there. Just a pretty little piece of dirt there. I love the little wood tools. They're kind of the coolest thing. And let me show you why. This is one of my favorite finds. It really confirmed something for me on one of my other pieces. I believe this is kind of a wood finishing tool. It's got a little beak of the bird and an eye. You can pull down, it's sharp right there. And it also has a chisel right here, real sharp chisel. You can use it to finish off little wood pieces. And I have found one just like that in the past, along with lots of chisels. Little chisel, big chisel. This is a really sharp one here. Another little wood tool with a type of chisel on the side. little handheld chisel. This one's freaking cool. It's got a little handle. Little branch type of chisel there. I got all kinds of them. But this is one of the first ones I found that's exact same as this one here. And I always carry this one around because I like it so much. It looks kind of like an eagle. It's got that beak right there you can pull down. It's kind of a little sharp point right there. But this one has a chisel on the bottom, see? And that one's real sharp. You can peel wood with that thing. Real dense chert. Nice straight angles and stuff. Just kind of cool. But anyways, also I found this big version of it in the past. This one looks like a big bird. And I always just thought it was, you know, a bird statue type of deal. But the beak is super sharp. You can pull down, finishing things. And it's got a nice chisel on the head. Also, it has little divots for all your fingers. And if you flip it over, it's got a divot for your thumb. For like flaking, you know, finishing arrowheads. And you got little divots for all your fingers. It just fits freaking perfect. See? It's just kind of neat how perfectly that fits in the hand. And that's like a giant version of that. It's really neat. What else? Just some flake knives and stuff there. Little nice little knife with a divot. Super sharp on both sides. Here's another really good chisel. Sorry about that dog. Seems like every time I try to do a video, this neighbor's dog goes crazy. But real sharp right there. A little point. Just a nice little chisel. Real intricate one right here. Little worked up rock there. Possible drill, not sure about that one. Big giant chisel. One's real artistic looking. Kind of cool. Little grave tools. Another little graver. Super sharp. Little beak right there. Not sure about this one, but it's super comfortable in the hand. This is one of the coolest chisels I've found recently. It's got this little point here, a little chisel on the front, and sharpened on the back. This thing, for like fine finishing, it's a nice little chisel there. Also got some 2 finishing stones here. This one's really nice. It's like sandpaper for finishing sharpening arrowheads. There's another little yellow one. I find those pretty often out there. This one, not sure about this, but looks chisel-ish, axe-ish, but I have no idea what the heck that is. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. Another little bird shape. That's pretty much it for this one. So if you want to see the hunt, I will attach it there so you can see me find all this stuff and some other stuff. I kind of left out quite a bit actually, all that stuff on that green thing over there. But just tried to show some of the more interesting ones. Anyways, I'm gonna go out there and do some more hunting right now. I've already done a little bit with my fiance, so we found some pretty cool stuff. She found a good one, so I'll keep hunting for a couple weeks, maybe a week or two, and then put together another video for y'all. It's really fun for me to look back and kind of keep track of what I'm learning, and hopefully it's entertaining for y'all. This is another little, I believe this one is a, let's see. Oh yeah, here it is. Maybe a tourney or a taco. The little flat butt, little lancelet spear tip. But yeah, I'm really enjoying making these videos and obviously enjoying looking for this stuff. So if you like it, subscribe and stay tuned for the next one. What else? Oh, I almost forgot to mention a couple of these real quick. It looks like a little bullhead or kind of like a cow head. And this one's cool too. This one looks like a kind of like a horse, but it's got all this sparkle on the back. Check this out. Looks like a little horse head. The mane's all shiny. Real pretty. Ooh, here goes that one wood tool that looks like a bird too. It's got a nice little sharp blade there. It's pretty neat looking. Not sure if it was just a little knife or possibly a wood tool, but either way, it's pretty cool. I got one more little yellow drill, but I can't find it right now. I'll include it in the next one here. But it was right in the area where I found this bad boy right here. But anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.